I mean, isn't it enough that one of the greatest fucking actors of all time, Charlton Heston, was a member of the NRA? Isn't that all you need to know?
He was in charge of the NRA.
He was in charge of the motherfucker. If you have balls and you call yourself a man, you should respect that. If you don't have balls, well, you probably listen to emo, and your name is Richard Gomez.
Thank you. That's what I was getting ready to say.
If you're one of those faggoty, sissy faggot types, go fuck yourself. Go listen to whatever your master tells you from fucking Washington, D.C. I'll stand on the fucking free ground that I defend with whatever weapon I've got in my hand. Try to fucking stop me.
Love it.
The Second Amendment's about protecting you from your own fucking government.
In the states and cities that have relaxed gun control,
Yeah.
crime has plummeted. They're not going to go rob people in an area they know everybody's got a motherfucking gun.
Abso-fucking-lutely. States with concealed carry laws. Michigan passed one a few years ago, and it actually saw a drop in the numbers as far as crime is concerned, which is amazing because, you know, unfortunately, Michigan, particularly, this is Michigan, by the way. Down in this area, there's a lot of crime, if you know what I mean. That's an inside joke for all you Michiganders. They're like, oh yeah, we know what the fuck he's talking about. Man, if this fucking country had better fucking gun laws, we would be safer. In my personal opinion, I wish every American carried a gun at all fucking times. Nobody would fuck with anybody.
Guns don't kill people. Guns don't kill people. See it? I'm going to put it down right here. If it shoots anybody, then you know what? I'll be the first one to jump in there and say, take away all guns.
We're still alive.
We're still alive. You know, and it's loaded.
Yep. That's how we keep the bad people away.
And ready.
Like you just said, man, it's not about fucking gun control laws. It's about stiffer laws to keep criminals where they belong, in jail. That's what fucking brings down crime. Give me a fucking break, dude. A criminal doesn't need a gun to commit a crime. He'll come after you with a knife, a hammer, poison, his bare hands.
Somebody wants to kill you, they're going to kill you.
That's a fucking criminal mind. You can't fucking fix that by taking away their weapons. You fix that by putting them where they can't harm anybody. Jail.
And then now people are like, oh, but our prisons are getting overcrowded. You know what? I got a better idea. How about we take some money from welfare and put it into the prisons and make the prisons bigger?
How about more executions?
That's right. As previously stated, push the fast forward button on death row. I mean, what the hell? No, get rid of lethal injection. Because let's face it, they're criminals. You can actually go on this stuff and watch on TV. Criminals are like, it was just lethal injection. I'm not that worried about it. But if you sit there and be like, oh, well, we know we burned out the electrical chair. They're going to be like, oh, shit.
Dude, if we had firing squads, people would shit their pants. You know?
That's right. Bring out the firing squads. Bring back the electrical chair. I mean, seriously, you know what? Screw it. Let's have 2 rooms going at the same time. Let's put 5 people in chairs right here, 5 people in front of the firing squad right here. Bang, 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 bang.
It says no cruel and unusual punishment. There's nothing unusual or cruel about being put in front of a fucking firing squad. In fact, that's the coolest way to go out. If you're a criminal watching this, request firing squads.
Did you know this? In some states, it has not been written out.
No, it hasn't.
There are some states where they still technically can kill you by firing squad.
As they should. Because it's always the liberals bitching about it. Always fucking complaining that we need more gun laws, we need more gun control. And they're always bitching about how they hate ignorance, right? Liberals hate ignorance. Yet they're the most ignorant motherfuckers when it comes to guns. They don't know how to handle them. They don't know how to use them. They don't know anything about them, but they're afraid of them. And why are they afraid of them? I'll tell you exactly why liberals are fucking afraid of guns. Because the brilliant men who founded this country said, you need to have guns, you need to have arms, so that you can abolish the government when the time comes. When it becomes corrupt and evil and needs to be overthrown, a free man needs to be able to fucking overtake that shit and do away with it. That's what pisses them off. And that's why they're afraid of it, because they want this super state where they control everything with the fucking government, and they can't stand the idea of a bad motherfucker having access to a weapon that could take away their fucking power. That's why it's more important than ever. And I'm not just saying that because I got my NRA hat on. And you know, here's another thing that they don't want to talk about, especially here in California. They've actually proven that our crime has gone down. You know why? Tough laws like 3 strikes and you're out. Great fucking law. You commit 3 felonies, you're in jail for the rest of your life. That's fucking awesome. And any cop will tell you, it's not that those people that get busted on 3 strikes, it's not that they've only committed 3 crimes in their lifetime. Who knows how many fucking crimes they've committed.
They've just been caught 3 times.
Exactly. And that's what does it. You put away these piece of shit repeat offenders for a long fucking time, all of a sudden your streets are safe.
That's right, but people are taking like all this, they try to interpret the laws like fucking homos.
Fags.
Like seriously, like they've got some serious issues. Alright? 1, separation of church and state. That didn't mean take God out of schools. That didn't mean, we can't have God up here on this banner. What it meant was it stops the president from ruling the religion.
Right, totally.
That's what it's for. Now all you people are like, oh, they can't say the Pledge of Allegiance in school because, separation of church and state, and it says one nation under God. Newsflash. This is one nation under God. Whether you believe in God, whether you believe in Allah, you believe in God. Yeah. One nation under God. Get over it, people.
Now what about the myth that it's guns that make people commit crimes? Which is total fucking bullshit. Criminals are going to commit crimes no matter what's in their hands.
That's right. Guns do not kill people. People kill people. Get it right, you fucking morons.
But River, what about when my 3-year-old son grabs my gun and goes on a crime spree?
If your 3-year-old grabs his gun and goes on a crime spree, 1, you're a fucking horrible parent. Alright, it's time to grab him, take his ass, bend him over, and give him a few slaps back there, It's not bad. 2, alright, if your kid ends up accidentally shooting somebody, or if a kid ends up accidentally shooting somebody, that's the parent's fault. Yep. If you're gonna have... They should have a stupid test for people who want to own guns.
Nice. Absolutely. Be law-abiding and responsible. Prove those 2 things.
That's right. Because if you're going to have the gun in the house, alright, here, serious moment real quick. If you're going to have the gun in the house, you need to, A, let your kid know you have a gun. Don't hide it from them. Because if they happen to come across it, they're going to want to play with it. 2, don't put it in the closet and just say, you know what, that's mommy and daddy's closet, never go in there. Because they're going to go look. You tell a kid not to do something, they're going, Yep. Alright? 3, take them out with the weapon. Let them use the weapon. Take them to a range. Teach them about it. Alright? Because, 1, it's going to take away their curiousness about it. They already know what it is. 2, if they're young enough, the first time they see that damn thing go off, they're like, that's loud and that scares the hell out of me. Yep. I'm not going to touch that damn thing. 3, if one of their friends says, hey, if they're at a friend's house and one of their friends says, hey, let's go look at my daddy's guns. Your kid's more than likely going to be like, well, why sneak and maybe get in trouble? We can go back to my house and just ask my dad. Or if for some dumb reason he actually does look at the weapon with his friend, he's going to be like, oh, it's loaded. Let's not play with it.
Right fucking on. Totally. Yeah, you told me that earlier. Like, hey, when you were young, right?
Yeah, when I was young, like my father made sure I knew all about weapons. All about them. And, same thing with my grandfather.
Right on.
It was well known, if you wanted to look at the guns, all you had to do was ask.
Right on.
That's all you had to do.
Fuck yeah. I mean, perfect fucking examples of how to do it right.
Not just that, but another thing, parents. Go, if you have the money to buy a weapon, you have the money to buy a weapon safe.
Yeah.
Alright? Store the weapon in one place and the ammo in the other. Alright? But don't be a moron and put it like this side of the room and this side of the room. Because then if something happens and you actually need it, you're not going to have it. Right? Like, my father keeps it completely separated, but I guarantee you, if you break into his house, he's going to have more than enough time to lock, load, and put a few rounds in you.
Nice.
and for those of you who know my old man, know that he'll shoot you and then he'll go to sleep while he waits for the police to show up. I love my old man. There's nothing. And real quick, I pray to God that I end up like my old man.
Amen.
Because as my best friend's wife said, she was like, River, I love your father. Because I know there is nothing he would not do for his family and friends.
That's the way it should be. I drink to that.
This is Catch Revolution. Thanks for watching. I'm Riverdale. This is Drayden Cross. And we bring the news to you with a
gun. Punch.
That was great.
A lot of beer.